Only 2 people are responsible for over 500,000 job losses in a sector that could make South Africa wealthy beyond our wildest dreams. And in a minute, I'll show you what expert Peter Major said about that. But one thing you need to know before we jump into that article is that a mere 47 connected individuals have become multi-billionaires through BEE deals, and this is in just one South African industry. The industry, you ask? Mining and mineral resources, of course. These numbers come from William Gumede. He famously revealed the conservative number of 1 trillion moving between under 100 people through BEE since 1994. Now, 47 connected individuals, I would presume as part of those 100, have become multi-billionaires, all thanks to our land resources and the mismanagement thereof. This is from an article that appeared in Daily Investor. As a reminder, William Gumede is South Africa's foremost political and economic expert. He cited an official report by one of South Africa's business chambers in the mid-2000s. Listen to this, which was not made public. This report revealed that BEE deals in the mining sector resulted in the creation of 47 multi-billionaires. Gumede said that this and other reports contain even more damaging data about the small number of people becoming extremely wealthy through BEE. South Africa's BEE model has created a model of corruption because people set up companies just to get a contract. 100%, and I see it in my research. He added that genuine South African entrepreneurs who are not politically connected do not benefit from Black economic empowerment funding. 100%. Or something else they like to do is they give you half the money. When you ask for the other half, they ghost you. The details of the 2 men costing South Africa 500,000 jobs. This is largely due to their inability to address the concerns raised by the mining industry. Policy uncertainty, threats of nationalization, and deteriorating infrastructure. South Africa's mining output has been flat for the past 20 years, something I will show you shortly. Companies are hesitant to invest in new projects or expand existing operations. Companies and countries will not invest in this level of uncertainty. More worryingly, no new explorations for minerals has occurred in South Africa for the past 2 decades, resulting in an entire lost generation of mines and technology. Imagine the advances that have taken place over 2 decades. Mining analyst Peter Major pointed to the closing address of the Joburg Mining Indaba, delivered by Mineral and Petroleum Resource Minister Gwede Mantashe, as an example of the government's lack of care for the industry. He just ignored the entire panel before him, which outlined all of the challenges the mining industry is facing in South Africa. It is very disappointing. It is almost like he does not want to be remembered, or he wants to be remembered poorly. We were a powerhouse in 1980. Nobody could beat us. Anglo American was the largest investor in the United States. The Americans were terrified of us. This was the result of decades of stable policy, efficient service delivery, and light touch regulation from the government. And please make sure that you watch my last video where I actually talk about stable policy, service delivery, and light touch regulation. And that is why Africa is poor. And let's just take a quick look at the minerals that have stagnated for over 2 decades. gold production taking an absolute nosedive. The worst started just after 1995, over 700 tons to approximately 100. Imagine what South Africa has lost over the years thanks to this mismanagement. Platinum flatlined. Coal production flatlined. Manganese, at least we're at the top this time, but basically flatlining. Iron ore, right at the bottom, flatlining. Fluorspar, flatlining. Copper, flatlining. In fact, absolutely no growth, thank you very much. Titanium, I think this is the biggest increase across any single one mineral. Vanadium production, flatlining. Uranium production, flatlining. Silver, flatlining. Absolutely no progress. So what does this mean? I mean, bar the 30% who are still honestly dumb enough to believe anything the ANC says, promises, and does not deliver. The rest of South Africa, we're all sitting here wide-eyed, jaws on the ground, trying to figure out how these two guys, President Cyril Ramaphosa and Minister Gwede Mantashe, have basically tanked South African mining sector, resulting in over 500,000 job losses. But only 47 connected individuals have benefited from this. To think that not only has there been no increase in activity in the mining sector, the technological advances and the interest from international companies, we've lost that. How do we catch up with 2 decades of advances in technology for mining? That industry is already billions in debt. It is shameful. Absolutely shameful. Because if you look at his travel and catering bills, you would be horrified. And a video about that is coming soon. Because honestly, Diners Club and Gwede, best friends. BEE continues to funnel insane wealth to a tiny group. The government requested the report, and then Cyril has the absolute gall to stand up and say this is not for discussion. Okay. Your own reports that you requested show otherwise. 47 politically connected ANC members, multi-billionaires, while the rest of us are either left behind, not able to access the BEE funds, or we're kicked out of economic participation. South Africa's resources are being wasted on a system that enriches these elite, costing all of us jobs. No. It's time BEE goes. The conversations and the reports have been done. Focus on the real skills, education, supporting small business. Economic empowerment, instead of all of these little insider deals. And then you, don't want to talk about it. We could be the Singapore of Africa. I don't doubt that for a moment. But it's time we start looking at wealth creation and not wealth control. How about that, ANC? How about wealth creation and not wealth control? That is the only way we finally get to do this transformation Cyril and the ANC keep yadaing about. What do you think? I want to hear from you. Drop a comment. And of course, if you found this video insightful, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you to everybody for your support. Nikki and Paul, shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. Always appreciated. Nikki, you are just fabulous though. An extra special shout out just for you. I hope you all have a fabulous week. Don't forget, make a conscious choice to be the most amazing human being you can be. Over and out, guys.